Extremely dangerous, super-powered magnets have sent more than 1,700 kids to the hospital.
Should the government stop a company from selling a product if consumers ignore the warning label? It's all over there.
Made from rare earth minerals and are more dangerous than most magnets if they are ingested.
A large number of children have had invasive surgery to remove these balls once they're in their intestine because they clamp, causing a They're clearly labeled not for children.
They thought that the industry was probably an easy target.
CPSC says for as long as these products are on the market, kids are in danger.
I'm confident that this rule will achieve its intended purpose.
This is not a joke. Magnets have been banned in the United States.
1,700 injuries over a 3-year period. My initial reaction was, if that's true, that's a lot of injuries. That's concerning. It might not sound like a lot compared to, say, 100,000 trampoline ER visits every year, or like 500 plus fatalities in America from ATVs. But I imagine it must be a very terrifying experience for both the parent and the child to have to go through the emergency room system, and in some cases even get surgery to have the magnets removed. Of course I'm going to double check their work, and as I did, it turns out it's total bullshit.
When the CPSC proposed the magnet ban in 2012, they estimated 1,700 hospitalizations over a 3-year period due to magnet spheres. About 570 visits every year that will absolutely be prevented by the ban, according to the government. These 1,700 injuries are a projected estimate from 72 incidents reported from a database of about 100 sample hospitals in the US. What's extraordinary is which 72 incidents they blame on magnet spheres. They don't just count ingestion of magnet spheres. They count every magnet ingestion that includes descriptions with the following words: strong, high, power, rare, round, marble, ball, BB, bearing, bead, sphere. They're lumping together injuries from all of those descriptors and blaming each one on magnet spheres. Even though they're trying to ban magnets that are strong and round, they count injuries from magnets that are strong or round. Some of those attributes don't even apply. For example, this magnet does look like a BB, but I have a hard time believing a doctor would describe it as a marble. A typical marble is 3 times the diameter and 30 times the weight of a 5mm magnet sphere. That would be like describing the size of a smart car as a military tank.
In the 3 years before magnet spheres were introduced, using the same method on the same data, there were 650 ER injuries. Let me be clear. This is the injury count they're basing their entire ban on and feeding directly into their cost-benefit analysis. And yet, their method shows a higher injury count for magnet spheres before the product was around. And we got a chance to ask the CPSC Epidemiology Director under oath why they didn't check the time period before 2009. You know what she said? She said because the product wasn't out until 2009.
Here in America, you must be 21 to purchase a handgun and drink as much alcohol as you want. At age 18, you can use tobacco and represent your country in war. At 16, you can drive a motor vehicle on the public roads. Under 12 is a legal definition of a child in terms of product safety law. Age 8 is when the government expects a child to read and follow warnings for science kits. But at no age should any person be able to purchase sculpture and manipulative magnets, according to the United States Consumer Product Safety Commission. The magnet sphere ban goes live April 1st, 2015.
If you have objections, get over them. That is all.
We used the estimate developed by Epidemiology, the 72 NEISS cases. They represented approximately 1,700 injuries. That was over a 3-year period.
Why should I?
We're trying to help you. What are you, blind?